Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to my Lucha Underground review for June the 28th, 2016. DIY Wrestling Podcast. All right, tonight, Lucha Underground. We had Veneno, and I can't actually believe I remember Cortez Castro's masked name, but we out here on that front. Veneno versus Mil Muertes. We had Vibora versus Paul London, and what would be considered a bracket buster for most. We had Jeremiah Crane versus the Weapon of Mass Destruction. Like the new nickname, by the way, Kill Shot. Mil Muertes in the back being slobbered by a chair, and we also had I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, the Rey Mysterio versus. Excuse the background noise. People are here. My cousin's friend. We also had Rey Mysterio, Johnny Mundo, more build with the experts. They say giving their analysis on who will win the match. Now, with that being said, I figure while I've covered everything that was on this show, when I say everything, I mean everything, along with Katrina finding herself in a love square, triangle, rectangle thingy. Welcome to this week's episode. I doubt them one week, and then they find a way to prove me wrong. I said, oh, they can't possibly fit much story into this. Oh, it's not really. Let me start with last week, because actually I can get into the first segment and then connect that to last week. And I hope some other people who are doing this tonight as well can connect. So I'm going to start with this week and connect to last week. And this is where it's like Phoenix and Mill are the perfect fight forever pairing. Because while Phoenix, we'll recap. Phoenix last week had the opening segment with Melissa Santos, where it was basically just, Melissa, well, it was just Melissa and Phoenix, backstage. Yeah, Melissa and Phoenix backstage, and what that basically led to was Phoenix, flirting, saying he'd win the tournament for her, etc., etc. Enter Marty. This week we get basically Mil calling Katrina his true love and making out with her. Now, see, this is where everyone has to remember. Katrina don't love Mil. This is more of an associate thing. It's like, I saved your life. You owe me a debt of gratitude. You're my destructive force. And it's more like a strictly business type of thing. Strictly business with a little bit of pleasure on the side. I wouldn't say the pleasure would be that legitimate, but, compared to what compared to what Katrina would love to give Phoenix, but she just knows that she can't. Mil is involved in that. Now, they make out, and what I'm saying here is this. Phoenix is flirting with... That's my cat's attacking. So, hey, stop it. You got Phoenix here, who is basically in love with Katrina. Katrina's in love with Phoenix, but that's something that's just sacred to them. Like that, I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. It's just like you got Phoenix here, you got Mil here, you got Jeremiah here, you got Melissa there. You got this kind of thing here where it's just like Jeremiah is after Mil because Jeremiah consistently believes that Mil is, Mil's in love with Katrina, and Katrina is Mil's true love. So, more like it's, I'm about to pro this. I'm about to straighten this out like a pro. Jeremiah loves Katrina. Katrina doesn't love Jeremiah. Katrina loves Phoenix, but Jeremiah thinks Katrina loves Mill. Mill gets attacked by Jeremiah later in the episode, which we'll get into. We'll get into it. And then you have Phoenix over here who's flirting with Melissa, but truly, if Katrina ever really came around, he would merge with Katrina. And Phoenix is Katrina's true love. So there's that, and that's that. Let's further get into the episode. First match, after Katrina tells Mill in this little opening cinematic, give me the Cueto Cup. Get me the Cueto Cup. What do you call it? Veneno versus Phoenix. Veneno takes the L. That's swift L. Immediate Reaper's Trident. Mill pummels into the man's head. From there, gets him up. And flatliner. Mill for the win. That's as simple as that. And we'll move on. And from there, we move on to, I believe it was Paul London. No, actually, I'm going to cover what comes. I'm just going to cover what goes in common to this segment, which is Mil Muertes versus Mil Muertes getting attacked in a bathroom in a suit by Jeremiah Crane. And Jeremiah basically beats this man over the head with a chair, all for the love of Katrina, for Katrina's sake. This man wants to be in it for Katrina. And that's pretty much how it's going to go. Like, Katrina, But, basically, Mel got knocked out here. And honestly, I personally feel like when it comes to Jeremiah, like, this dude has no one in the situation. No. Yeah, you beat Mill, but you did nothing more than anger the beast when he comes back. Let's think about the last person to really try and do something to Mill. Oh, yeah, that man's dead. That'd be Cuerno. King Cuerno has not been pronounced, but we basically know from how things work in the Luchaverse, is dead. Cuerno, be gone. And like I said, I apologize for the background sound, but hey, what can you do about it? Because, things get louder. But we move on, and up next is Paul London versus Vibora. Like, where I said this is a bracket buster, we all knew at some point in this tournament, because it's Lucha Underground and because who knows what can go down with it being Lucha Underground, Paul London of the Rabbit Tribe. Yeah, Kat, you did watch this with me. Paul London of the Rabbit Tribe versus Vibora, as the believers call him, the Luchasaurus. And Paul London, remember I always said Marty's match got weird last week? Hold on, the cat wants to come up for the video. Remember I always said things got weird last week? Yeah, things got weird this week too. I guess you changed your mind. Things got weird this week too. Where it's basically like London, in a sense, came out with the carrots, is gonna just gimmick it up, play off the whole rabbit thing, which is cool and all. I really just thought in this entire situation, if Vibora would beat London, there'd be no bones about it. Nothing more to say from there. But I was wrong. I was definitely wrong, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of us were too in filling out brackets. Like, if you really want to think into it, if you fill out a bracket for this Cueto Cup, let's think about this right now. You see all three members of the Rabbit Tribe in. Two aren't going to make it and one might. You don't see all three of them getting eliminated, right? Like, Lucha Underground is just not going to make this stable or other shit. They're going to make London look like a genius for having Mala Suerte. And I keep always forgetting the other one's name, but I know Mala Suerte. Mala Suerte and the other one out there, I can't quite remember his name. But you'll know that London always has those two sitting there by his side. We'll always have those two sitting there by his side. And they came out by his side tonight. And while London used his tactics to, get in Vibora's head, he also used his teammates to hold down Vibora's legs from getting him back in the ring. And London got a count-out win, which is while protecting Vibora and advancing London on in the Cueto Cup. Well, he'll probably lose in the next round. So that being said, London for the win. Rabbit Tribe looks strong. They don't completely get punked out of this tournament because if you want to even count Mascarita Sagrada, who they count as the king of that tribe to them, you know, the leader of the Rabbits, it's all right. You know, it's completely all right. I'm fine with this. Because the leader came out looking strong in this for the Rabbit Tribe. The leader for now until Mascarita Sagrada either stays or goes. Anyways, moving on, we go on here to Rey Mysterio and Johnny Mundo. And oh wait, no. Before we get to that, we have another match: Johnny Mundo versus not Johnny Mundo, Taya versus what's his face, Joey Ryan. You know, Joey Ryan does the whole shenanigans, takes the sucker out of his nuts. Tries to feed it to Taya. Taya's like, no. Taya basically jobs Joey Ryan out. Like, Taya destroyed this man. That's basically how this went. Nonetheless, Taya gets the win. Johnny looks proud from backstage. What if we got Johnny Mundo versus Taya? Nah, that wouldn't happen though. But could you imagine Johnny versus Taya? Taya, you know, just decides to. You know, Johnny wants her to lay down for him. You know, this is my championship reign. The documentary is made after me. Taya lay down. Taya turns face, tries to have a competitive match with Johnny. Johnny lays her out. But then still at the end, Taya comes out looking great. But that would never happen. I think they're aiming for something bigger than that here. And I don't think Taya versus Johnny is in the cards for an Ultima Lucha caliber match. I just don't see that. But let's move forward here. Up next. Okay, now it's the Johnny Mundo and Rey Mysterio video package. It's basically like Cage, Matt Striker, and Cage, Matt Striker, and what's his face? And Puma dissecting and saying who would win, and Chavo, and it basically just came down to Chavo taking Rey's side, Striker saying not even the expert, not even Striker basically saying he hopes for Rey to win, you know, because a little kid in him would come out inside. It's like, okay. Cage basically saying he has to give it to Mundo because he's the more crafty of the two the luchadors, and he's the younger one. He may not be as experienced, but he's younger, crafty, and he cheats, which can help him win. And honestly, if I have to go for anybody, especially because this may be this isn't the main event, but because Rey had the spotlight in the main event of Ultima Lucha last year, I'm going Mundo. I hope Mundo goes all the way and goes through this Cueto Cup and wins it all. But I just don't see Lucha Underground giving Mundo that nod, you know, to really help him through it. All right, so that being said, we're going to move on. Main event, Jeremiah Crane, Weapon of Mass Destruction, kill shot. Jeremiah Crane gets the win here after really just... When I had watched the full season of Lucha Underground last year, and I had been watching just stellar main event after main event after main event, week after week after week after week after week, this is Lucha Underground at its truest form of a really, really quality main event. These two tore the roof off the place, and Crane basically at the end of the match only really wins because Killshot was going to get the win, but then after Killshot, well, basically Killshot gets distracted. Killshot got distracted by Dante Fox, and he said, "I'm not done with you yet," which led to Jeremiah Crane with the cranial contusion, the pile driver for the win. So that being said, Jeremiah Crane goes over. And after that, lights go out. Katrina pops up, and Katrina basically just stares down Jeremiah. Like, I know Mill was attacked. I seen the body. You know, she just gives him the eye contact. Like, I know what you did. I know. I would. I didn't even have to be there. I just know. So who knows what this means? And then after this, we get a final cut. We get a final cinematic, which is just basically Son of Havoc in Dario's office,